Cardinal Sean O'Malley turns in Cardinal Dolan for abuse cover-up. Please make sure to like this video and subscribe. As reported by Michael Voris of ChurchMilitant.com, Church Militant has learned that Boston's Cardinal Sean O'Malley has reported a case of predatory homosexual sex abuse by a New York priest and the ensuing cover-up by New York's Cardinal Timothy Dolan to the Papal Nuncio to the United States, Archbishop Christophe Pierre. In a letter dated December the 21st, O'Malley draws the Nuncio's attention to the case of Father Donald Timone, a priest of the Archdiocese of New York, whom Dolan allowed to remain in active ministry, even calling him, quote, remarkably tender and holy in 2013, after he knew of the credible allegations of sex abuse. The story about Timone broke in a recent New York Times article, which detailed that Dolan compensated two of Timone's victims and allowed him to remain in active ministry even as recently as this week. It is an extraordinary turn of events for one cardinal to essentially turn in another cardinal for neglect, and especially with the indirect pointing of a finger regarding sex abuse cover-up, but that is precisely what this amounts to. What impact will this have on the U.S. bishops' upcoming week-long retreat of prayer and reflection regarding their failures in the arena of sex abuse, and the resulting decades of cover-up is uncertain, but it seems as though this latest bombshell will at the very least make some encounters among the various bishops uncomfortable. Nearly the entire body of U.S. bishops will be gathering near Chicago starting next week, and this seems like the news that will cause quite the commotion. O'Malley, who is president of the Pontifical Commission for the Protection of Minors, seems to have fallen out of favor, at least to a certain degree, with Rome and Pope Francis, perhaps relating back to his revelations regarding the involvement of multiple Chilean bishops in homosexual sex abuse, and a cover-up in his own criticism of the Holy Father's mishandling of the case of Bishop Juan Barros. O'Malley's public declaration that he indeed passed a letter to Pope Francis from Juan Carlos Cruz, a sex abuse victim of Father Caradima, whom Barros protected, became an enormous embarrassment for the Pope and high-ranking Vatican officials, with the Pope having to go as far as publicly acknowledging his own personal failure in the case and apologizing for his actions. For more on this story, please follow the link in the description to ChurchMilitant.com.